Okay, so in each of these problems, you might notice that what we're doing is subtracting. So we need to confront each of these with whatever algorithm we're comfortable with in order to subtract. The first one, what I recognize is that we have positive 12 minus positive 4. And we can just rewrite that as 12 minus 4. It's really the same thing. They're just highlighting here that we have a positive 12 and a positive 4. Right? That's just 8. In the next equation, I'm going to rewrite it as negative 7 minus 8. I don't feel the need to highlight that plus 8. I'm going to keep going. This equation will leave the same as I want to come back and solve this one. This equation, negative 25 minus negative 75, okay. But here in this equation, we can trim it down a little bit as 1/2 minus 3/4. We don't need those plus signs in there. So now what do? Well, we have the first one, we're done with that. What's negative 7 minus 8? Well, one way to think about this is to use a number line. And if we mark negative 7, we're starting there, and we're taking 8 away. So imagine how far it would be. Well, you take 8 away, you subtract 8, subtract 8. When you subtract a positive value, you do go to the left. That's because your number value is decreasing. You're taking away from it. Well, where would you land? Well, if I took 3 away, all right, I would just land at negative 10. If I took 4 away, negative 11. So you can almost think of this as 7 plus 8, right? That would bring us to 15, but, well, excuse me, we're going in the negative direction here, so it's negative 15, right? It's down 8 hops to the left, and that's negative 15. Here, negative 25 minus negative 75. Well, remember, here we subtracted positive 8, so we went to the left. So what does it mean to subtract a negative 75? Well, if subtracting positive 8 is going to the left, subtracting a negative will move us in the opposite direction. So in this case right here, we're starting at negative 25, but really what we're doing is adding 75 to that. That's the same thing as taking away a negative. So how far is it if we add 75? Well, to get from negative 25 to 0, great landmark, I have to add 25. But since I'm adding 75, I have to add another 50. So this brings me to positive 50. In this, we have a half, and we're taking away 3/4. I'm going to rewrite this in terms of fourths. If you have a half of a pie, how many fourths is that? Well, if you take a fourth of a pie, you cut it in 4 pieces, and 2/4 fit in that half. So a half is really 2/4. And we're taking 3/4 away. If we use a standard algorithm, we can think of this as 2 minus 3 over 4. Now 2 minus 3 is negative 1, right? We're taking 3 away from 2. That brings us down to negative 1 over 4, and our answer is negative 1/4. And that's it.